Yes, I am Sharice Riedel. I am of Reed's Learning Street, although today I am representing myself because this is a personal issue, a personal conversation, something that strikes me personally, uh, this conversation, and it's a much needed conversation. Uh, I appreciate and I'm glad that you are allowing me to stream with you today. We don't often get to have matriarchs that are able to come together and vibe off of each other. So I appreciate that. Gratitude to you. The movie that we are speaking of today, or actually it's not a movie, it's more of a conversation or a remake of a situation that came about. And it's a party gone wrong. Okay. So when we step out and we go and we are not aware of our surroundings, or we're not aware of who it is that we step out with and how much they have vested in our interests, we may or may not know where we'll end up in the quote unquote morning. Our interests. Um, I was told about the movie uh, A Party Gone Wrong from my daughter, who is just only 30. And she was saying, Mom, this is something that's going on right now. And it seems like this goes to a story that's real right now, of which I connected it to the Kanika Jenkins situation. No, the movie does not portray what happened to her per se, although it alluded to what happens to us on a regular basis, every day, all day, 10 times on Sunday. Uh, Joy, can you uh, can you step in for a moment, please?
Yes. So when Sharice referred the movie to me, it was at a, you know, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to share this right now. For those of you who don't know, and if you are familiar with Karmic Dynasty and you don't know what I'm about to show you, I say publicly, shame on you. Shame on you. Get yourself together. For the record, this is a parental advisory, so I'm about to cuss at some of y'all. Okay, right now. Get your shit together. How the hell don't you know that the Unschool Guide has been published? We are of the two of the distributors. There are three of us. We're a three scribes distributor. We each are. Now, how you don't know about the Unschool Guide? If you don't know, shame on you. Get your shit together. A core issue, a core solution. Because when I speak on stuff, I do my best to definitely speak on solutions. A solution would be to keep our children close to us, to teach them ourselves. Don't put them in the system. Don't put them out there no more than they would already need to be out there in life. School out there is not a necessity. It's not necessary. So stop with the falsehoods. Get your shit together because I'm not playing. In life, if there ever was a time you thought that me or my platform was about a plaything, at this time in life, use a damn lie. Use a lie. Now, when Cherie shared this with me, I was in conference with her in regards to the Unschool Guide. And I thought, no, she'll tell it right now because I never even discussed this with her. Sharice, I thought you was sharing the Party Gone Wrong. It's a Lifetime movie also. So tune in to Lifetime. You can watch it free over there. I thought you were sharing it with me as a suggestion to how to handle a situation or two or three. So I was like, oh, okay. So I watched the movie, Sharice. That's what I told her. And then I got off the phone and I did some things and I didn't watch it till the next day though. And I'm like, I wonder why she told what message is she wanting to relay to me by me watching this movie? And then when I speak to her, what is it that we'll talk about after I watch this movie? So I watched the movie. And then in the movie, I'm looking, and we're going to see it in the trailer. I'm like, follow your intuition. Friends who say they friends, they not your friends. But then I got to the near end of the movie, and I'm like, oh, no, the message of this movie is those two things and more. But, oh, no, this movie's deeper than that. I was way off topic. I had no idea. I mean, the things with the value of who we are as women, females, girls, beings. I was like, wow, the setup is real. The setup is real. Now thinking this is based on a true story. Somebody actually went through these events that I was viewing or similar. It's TV, they be making up stuff for entertainment purposes and filling some gaps. But for the most part, somebody was approached and they are alive today. But somebody approached them in a manner where they would not be alive today because they wanted to take some organs from them.
Right.
How do you get in a situation okay, you know what? The girl in this story, according to the story, was listening to her friends from school. Now, I homeschool, I unschool. I'm from that part, unschooling me. I just showed y'all the flyers. Contact one of us if you want a paperback copy of the Unschool Guide for tips on how to homeschool. Easy teach at home tools. But as my school, Karmic Dynasty studies, and at Reed's Learning Street, I've been over there. I visited there in person. Ain't nobody else in there setting someone else up. People in these schools, we have this, it's a safe environment. In the Unschool Guide, we also promote and we discuss and address bullying in schools and other issues that children face in schools. What I don't recall us addressing in the Unschool Guide, though, is who are your friends? Yeah. Who to trust in the schools? Besides, the system, don't trust them. Bullying, oh, don't trust them kids. Harassment, oh, don't trust that staff and administration. But we did not address what is a friend.
Yeah.
And how the song go? How many of us have them? Friends.
We can depend on.
We can depend on. Okay, so this story covers so many bases that we need to be addressing. So we're going to be addressing those things today, as well as speaking of organs and parts that people value so much they're willing to kill you and take them from you. Like, how much do you value them? How are you caring for your parts? Yes. And hold on. Are you caring for your parts? Because parts is plural, so there are many. Are you caring for all of your parts? And the neglect of your parts leads you to where in life? So right now, I'm going to share this trailer. We're going to be here with y'all looking, watching. We appreciate y'all being here today. So much, definitely so.
thought we were going to the party.
I haven't committed to anything yet. Sam will be there.
I didn't raise my only daughter to let some silly man dictate how she spends her spare time. You just be home by midnight.
Good to see you all.
April, don't go. I just need a minute. Can we talk?
Hi, Natalie.
Sam and I were never together.
But you slept with him. You were my best friend, Natalie. I can't trust you anymore.
Am I being a baby about this?
Here.
Screw it.
Ride for April?
Excuse me, where are we going?
Just trust me, everything is okay. Lift up your top.
Do what the doctor says.
The surgeon was hired to take our organs.
I figure 2 hours for the surgeries, 1 hour to dispose of the bodies.
We came by to see if April made it home okay.
I thought she was riding with you.
Track her phone. She's at Lehman Family.
Okay. One right quick, because I need that movie to pause. We don't need no strikes and no copyright stuff around here. Can we talk briefly about when you go somewhere with somebody, you come back with that person?
Right.
That's what my mama taught me. So that's the issue that got her where in this situation where she's at. She left to go to the party with one person. Circumstance happened, you get in your feelings, and then you end up somewhere else. I'm gonna finish this trailer right quick, right fast.
Fine.
Let's begin. And then we never have to see each other again.
It's so cold in here. Ladies, you first, huh?
Miss Bishop, my brother's gonna kill you if you go in there.
I don't know what you did. You need to help me find my daughter.
Stay back!
You're in my hands now.
My brother made me do this.
I knew I could touch you!
Hold her down.
Nobody cares about girls like her!
Sharice.
That part right there. Nobody cares about girls like her. So, as you can see, it struck me very personally. It struck my daughter personally. I have nieces, sisters. The fact that these young ladies were only in high school and they end up in this situation struck me very, very, oh my goodness, so emotional. They want us. I'm not saying who they is. I just know that they want us. They want our body parts. They want our internal organs. They want everything about us. We cannot go anywhere alone and come back alone. No longer do we go anywhere alone. We need to be going wherever we're going on the buddy plan, the buddy system. I came with you. I'm leaving with you. If we can't agree to that, then we're not going together. That's where we're at. And this is nothing new. This has been going on for years. It's at an all-time high now, though, that if we don't act on it now, who is going to act on it? If we don't say something now, who is going to say something? And us being homeschoolers, our children are in protected environments. It's those that are not in our environments and that are a part of the system's school that are at risk, that are at, oh my goodness, they get the opportunity to go to these different parties and don't know what type of medication or whatever is being slipped in your drink, your juice, or You may not drink, yet something still gets slipped into your juice, your soda. And now you're inebriated and everybody's looking at you, and that no one is thinking anything of it because everybody else is partaking. So you don't look like you stand out, although you know that you are not in this correct state of mind. These are things that we need to pay attention to. Everybody is not your friend. And even those that say they are your friend are not your friend. We've got two brains, one here and one in our gut. We need to pay attention to our gut feelings when it says, no, I don't know if I should go this direction. Maybe I should wait a little bit. Or maybe I should go this way instead of going that way. Let me make a phone call and make sure I know that somebody knows exactly where I'm at and where I'm going. Let me not be mad at my mom or my dad because they want to know exactly where I'm at and when I get to somewhere, because anything could happen at any time. And you end up in this type of a situation where you're stuck in a freezer and a doctor is coming to get your organs out of you. And all because we want to feel like we're able to handle ourselves. Our brains are not done developing before they hit the age of 24. At minimum, some by 25, 26. So we're not able to make good judgment decisions without the help of our tribe. That's why we have a tribe. If you've got two or more with you, if all three of you are using your gut feeling, somebody's gut is going to say, hold on, wait a minute. Or somebody's their upbringing will kick in. You may have a homeschooler with you that's been trained on being aware of their surroundings. You may have a schooler that's trained on being aware, on self-defense. You don't know who's out there and what they've got in store for you or for us. We are a valuable people. Everything about us is worth fiat. So why would they want to take you and make money or make fiat from what they see as a cash cow? We must be more proactive and not reactive. Actions, not reactions. Let us be more cautious, more mindful of where we're going, who we're with. Even if we have someone that's been in our camp for however long, and all of a sudden now they're showing signs of, wait a minute, they weren't on your team all along. They just really had it out to, or they're just really here just to get in good with you so that they can have that ending result. We must use our guts feeling, our alternate brain at all times, that internal. I hope you have something else to add to. The lady was going with her friends and then she got missing at the hospital. Yes, I do remember that. And that happens so often. It's happened so much to where if we don't speak up or say something, it's going to continue to happen. So when do we say something? Do we allow Halloween to come around and it's okay for people to come up missing at this time of the year? Or do we stop and say, wait a minute, it's not going to happen anymore? Maybe it's just me that I see at this time of the year. It's always, well, throughout the year, we find that a lot of people come up missing, and no one looks for us. The powers that be will say that because of who the child is or who that person is, give them a few days, they've probably just run away, when they need to be immediately on a missing person of melanation. Don't just think that because it's us that we don't want to be at home. That is not us that acts like this. These quote unquote life removers that do it on a perpetual system, they're not us. It's others. It's them that are doing this on a repetitive type of a situation. Can anybody let me know of a melanated or someone that has taken life on a repetitive time frame, and they were not of Tamahu descendants? Maybe Joy, maybe you can help me. If you're familiar with a time when we've had they call them serial. I say repetitive because they do it religiously.
Not bad. I said organs. It's sirens going by. Did you ask me something?
Yes, ma'am. Do you know of any darker complected serial killers or individuals that do something repetitively?
No.
That, because I couldn't come up with any. Maybe somebody in the audience can assist us with finding out, or letting us know if there's some. I don't. Of all the research I've done, though, I've not found any that were of us that that did repetitive life taking. The trafficking, they utilize our young girls, young women, to have sex unwillingly, against them. And then, of course, now you've got the different situations where they end up in jail because they've defended themselves against being trafficked, and they end up in jail, But if we can stop them from even getting to that point, if we can just block them, hey, hold on, before you have to go and sell your body, or before somebody else decides that they want to sell you, and then after they sold you out and utilized you till they can't use you anymore, now they're going to put you in a situation to where your organs are now removed, or whatever is done to get the most fiat currency. Kanika Jenkins is how we came to this movie. That's how my daughter got me to watch this movie, because my daughter is young. And with her being out in the, I don't want to say out in the party scene because she doesn't party. With her knowing that young girls go out and have no care or concern about what's going on around them, what with this one video that they've got now, the period, whatever, whatever it is. These young ladies, their priorities, their morals, their values, we have to give them what they need so that they're not in a situation to end up in a Kanika Jenkins situation where even your friends will sell you to the highest bidder. Do you have any thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that would be based on this right here video I'm going to share in part, A Breakdown of White Genetic Survival by Dr. Frances Cress Wilson. So to sum up and read myself, everything you're saying and everything we're speaking of in our agenda, it would be because of white genetic survival.
I concur. That genetic survival yeah.
Oh, I'm not. Hold on.
That's all that it's about. He said, no, it is a global system of behavior that encompasses all areas of people activity for the specific purpose of white domination, which I, in my work, translated it into white genetic survival. The reason that Malcolm X was killed, because he was talking about maybe force and the bullet. But the critical question, Dr. Martin Luther King was also killed. And he was talking about love and nonviolence, but he was killed. And see, you have to answer questions, well, why? Maybe I can understand why Brother Malcolm was killed, but why Dr. Martin Luther King? That if you understand racism at the level that I am discussing it here, you will understand that Dr. Martin Luther King talked about love. And if everybody got in the pot, white plus black, brown, red, and yellow. This is a smart player.
That is my in brief right now. I plan to share more of her in that video. So for those of you who are interested in that video, you can check it out on YouTube in its entirety. With everything going on today, everything that we're aware of, there is a lot of hype and hysteria that we face. Sometimes it is shown in the form of fear. And my overall message to everyone would be to stay calm. Calm down. In the movie, as the main character, I'm gonna call her the main character, discussed, when she got when her friend was in the freezer with her. Well, she was in the freezer first. The friend came in after. And she was like hysterical. And she asked her to calm down because then she could finish thinking on the way to get out. When you're calming down, when you're being calm and you're in a situation, and really reality is we are always in a situation, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. We are here in a survival mode at all times, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. So when you're in a situation you're aware of and you're ready to face it, think about it, be strategic about moving forward. Be sure to see things as they are Don't get caught up in what you think it is. See it for what it is. Sometimes you disillusion yourselves. Seriously. As the two in the freezer, the two women, girls, high school students in the freezer started discussing the events they got them in that freezer, as they start hashing out some of their issues that had them break up as friends in the first place, the second friend, she came in second. I don't even remember their names right now. I'm not doing names. So this is the thing. As we saw in the trailer, the one friend who was in the freezer first, her concern was her friend cheating on her boyfriend with her. I mean, cheating on the boyfriend. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay. The main girl was in a relationship with this Tamahu. Her best friend slept with him in the hot tub or not. Okay. So the hot tub girl was talking to her friend. I'm going to call her the hot tub girl. The hot tub girl was the second girl that got thrown in the freezer. The main girl told her, calm down while I figure out how to get us out of here. Again, during the party conversations, the hot tub girl, they were speaking about the Tamahu friend that got them both invited to the party. The Tamahu friend got them both the share ride instead of their original ride home. And so the main friend is like, oh, what happened to her? She died. What do you mean? What happened to her? And again, what I'm telling you right now, don't even take it at face value for what's going on in the movie. You have to watch that yourself because there's a lot going on. And the hot tub girl was like, you know, I think maybe Rebecca was actually a part of setting us up for this. And the main girl was like, oh no, she would never do that. She's a great person. Oh, she's so calm and she speaks so pleasantly and mildly and she smiles all the time and she's always right there with me. Calm down. Did you not just hear hot tub girl tell you the same thing you just said, that Rebecca got y'all that goddamn ride? That Rebecca invited y'all both there? That Rebecca got both of y'all a drink? Calm down. Get out your feelings because you feel like Rebecca was the friend there for you all the time and hot tub girl was with your guy. Calm down. Look at the events as they are. Yes, Rebecca is a part of that. So if the bitch was dead, so what? The bitch was dead. Rebecca's dead. Rebecca dead or not, it don't matter. Your ass in the freezer and it's a goddamn doctor down the hall setting up a table to take your organs. And some other stuff is going down in here. Now, when Sharice was speaking earlier on, it don't matter if somebody been in your camp for a minute. These girls in high school, they know each other. They best friends. Sometimes what happens, as it may have been in this case, a best friend gets her ear tickled by a young man. Young man up to no damn good. Young man got an agenda, but he need a partner. But he know the girl, he just can't come out and tell her, look, I need you to collect up all the black girls that you know. I need you to get all your little black girlfriends, your little sleepover black girlfriends, and drop them off at this freezer where me and this doctor got this hookup on these organs because we gonna cut your friends up.
Right.
We gonna cut your friends up, girl. So now he didn't come at her like that. He had get in her ear, tickle her ear, tickle that fancy. Send her a couple I love yous. I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Our future together. We're going to get married. We're going to go to this island. We're going to be great. We're going to be good. I just need you to collect up all your little black girlfriends and me and you was good. Your friend may be your friend, but if you don't know that person on a seasonal and by trial basis, oh, you might be with the setup come one day. Because let a motherfucker get in her ear and see where your ass end up at. You got to know your friends friends, your friends and their associates, your friends and their enemies, your friends and their neighbors, your friends and their co-workers. Because just because you and your friend being cool, minus the party, you can't even go to some of your friends' houses these days. Because you don't know who's going to come in their damn door. While your friend in the kitchen making your plate, you don't know who's going to come in that front door, the back door, the window. You don't know. We need to be careful. And in this time of this Halloween environment energy, Sharice was speaking on also, can y'all calm down? Quit trying to run to a damn party. Quit thinking about the motherfucker you gonna hook up when you get there. Quit thinking about the goddamn dance you practice on TikTok and you gonna show out on the dance floor. Calm down. Pay attention, because this is dress up season. Oh no, I ain't talking about hair did, nails did. I'm talking about dress, faces concealed. You can't even see skin types and colors. These days, how some of y'all walk, we can't even tell what gender you are.
Right.
People is in full costume in this season. Can very easily get away with snatching up people because the camera is just going to see the costume. The cameras out on these streets and these devices that people's got all the time recording stuff. Okay, so what you recorded the killer? The killer got on a costume.
Right.
Can't see no parts of that. So what good is that for? Maybe further down the line, some evidence you can help save your friend. But right up front, you don't know who to go chase and who to go look for. And as Sharice said, they might just be a runaway. The police ain't showing up for 24, 48 hours. If at any time anything ever happens to you, someone you know, I would say it's in the best interest. This is when us coming together is important. Because if it's left up to the police, your ass, like in this movie, if it weren't for this girl mama, she been dead.
Right.
Where your mama at? Where your caregiver at? Where your significant other at? But y'all broke up? Also, he ain't looking for your ass. He probably think you want some damn space. We need to keep it together. We need to stay calm a lot. We need to stay out of our emotions and getting worked up. Chill out. That's my piece right now.
I'm gonna have to ride with what you said. At this point, we have to step up, step out, and step on anything that's in our way and stopping us from our tribe progressing. Those that do not want us to flourish, be fruitful and multiply, those who are not able to be fruitful and multiply, who want to take our parts so that they can be fruitful and multiply. This conversation can go in so many different directions. You know, with the number of hysterectomies that are given each year, where are all of those body parts going? Who's getting them? And are they really that bad to where they all have to be taken out of melanated women? You know, these are conversations that we as a nation need to have. If we don't protect us, who will? If we don't speak up for us, who will? If we don't protect the children and babies, who will? That leaves them to make friends, or what they think are friends, with those that may mean them no good. No good intentions at all. Train up a child in the way that they should be, and they will follow that formula. It starts, though, as a seed. We cannot wait until they're out here lost and then try to reel them back in. We have to start from the inception. And don't even let them be lost out here. Grab them up. Don't let them just be out in the streets. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's little son. These are somebody's children, and technically they're our children. That's my son. That's my daughter that we get to see out here. That's just walking the street with nothing to eat, or with a little bit of clothing on, or not sure how to take care of themselves or maintain themselves enough to be able to know what to look out for. If we don't give it to them, how do they get it? I know it sounds like I'm being repetitive, but it seems like we need this. The time is now. Every year at this time of the year, so many things happen, and it's not just because it's Halloween. That's used as just a cover to mask what's really going on. How many of us come up missing on a regular daily basis, and then at this time of the year it goes up and no one thinks anything about it? And just as we were alluding to, if you go to the authorities, they'll say, oh, well, we have to wait 48 hours before we can even do anything. And at 48 hours, if you watch this movie, before morning hit, those children's organs were going to be gone and bodies disposed of. Doctor and accomplice is gone. On to the next. We don't have 24 to 48 hours to wait for someone else to save us. We have to save us. We, us, ours, correct? Yes, we, us, ours. Nobody's gonna do it for us because they're looking at us like, if we don't care about us, why should they? They're the ones who want us so that they can be here longer, so that their lifespan is extended. So why would they say anything to you or to us? Why would they go out to go and look? Some of these people in these authoritative positions are in cahoots with those that are partaking of the trafficking and the organs being harvested. They're definitely in on it. So when do we say enough is enough? Do we let another Kanika Jenkins happen? Do we have to have another movie written for us to say, hey, we got to stop this? Do we really need that? We don't need those movies when we've got it already going on in real life every day. I sit up and I get up every month. I don't have to. I'm a homeschooler, so I don't need to get up. Yet I do it because these children need someone to watch them out the windows to make sure that they get to their destination. Who else is going to watch and say, hey, somebody just rode by and snatched my neighbor down the street's child? If nobody's paying attention, it happens and no one cares. So what do? How do we fix this? First of all, we need to get out of their system. We already know that. Be more cognizant, more aware give them what they need so that they can survive. The system is not set up to give them what they need to survive. It's set up for our failure. The school to prison pipeline no longer exists. It's just straight from home to prison at this point. They're technically skipping school. Pun intended. So where do they get the knowledge and wisdom that they need to be successful individuals out here? Girl, that freezer scene is still stuck in my brain. You know, where the young lady she had fell asleep and was almost froze numb. They had to warm her back up. The doctors warmed her back up to be able to get her organs and be able to get the highest amount of money for these organs. The doctor was fussing and cussing at the people who left her in the freezer. We can't use those organs when they're frozen. We need them fresh. Art imitates life, and life imitates art. They have to put it in front of us before they can do it. They have to tell us what they're doing. So when do we acknowledge and see that that's what they're doing? Somebody talk black to me. I yield the floor.
All right. According to this Frances Cress Welsing video, and her works altogether. I'm about to share a part of this video. I don't know how much I'm gonna play into it to my other point I'm making right now. Oh, everything that is happening has been forecasted. It's been told that it was gonna happen. We had people get caught up on, who is that guy, that Nostradamus? Who is that forecast know the future?
Oh, yeah, that's Nostradamus.
Okay. So people's trying to figure out, how did he know that was going to happen in this year? How did he know? Look, Frances Cress Welsing, she done told us some stuff was going to happen. And I don't see nobody studying her like that, trying to figure out how she knew this was going to happen.
Right.
In this video that I'm going to share of hers, in part, some more of, she spoke of the agendas that would come if we don't do what we need to do as a people. The bisexual agenda. The agendas have been spoken. She spoke on them. They are here. The importance to me of seeing a movie is not for entertainment purposes. It's to see the message. You didn't hear Frances Cress Welsing when she told the message. Some of us wasn't around when she was telling the message. We were not yet here. Some of us were here. We didn't even know she existed to hear the message, to tune into her, to go and travel where she was speaking at. These things come up and they fit the times of the delivery and distribution by the media. And those of you who were unaware at that time, you have an opportunity to hear. You have an opportunity to do something before it advances more and rolls the fuck more out of control. Because where we're at so far, and the time when Frances Cress Welsing spoke on this, that's a lot to come back from. It's a lot to heal over and move forward to come out of an unhealthy environment that's been set up. It's been staged. The system is going to run. If it's going to run, it's going to run. And right now I'm going to speak on it running based on the schooling part of its body. To put our children out there in their school system, part of their body, they have books for the children. They know what these children are going to learn over the next 20 years so that that child on that program will fit into their system 20 years from now. Now, in a world where we don't know what's going to happen from day to day, how will they set up a system right now that's going to fit into a timeline in 20 years? How do they do that? Because it's a program. They set it up. They know what the hell is going to happen in the future because they setting it up. Now, of course, we can do something about that. So the part of the system of their body that we can kill is the school system. Bring the chips. Keep your children at home. Let them figure out how let them work harder. Make them work. Make the system work harder to figure out how to fill those empty classroom seats where your child would have been. Where your child would have been. Where your child would have been, but your child ain't there. Your child is absent from their system because you kept your child at home. Don't make it easy for them because they've apparently already set up how they wanted to run. You can throw a wrench in their system at any time. There's different ways that we need to be addressing the different body parts of that system. And some of y'all be on big time about not going to the plantation. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But going to the school has your children set up mentally to go to their plantations. It starts at home. Would you want your child to work on a job 10, 15, 20 years and then be like, oh, no, I'm not good at the plantation? No. Teach them now. Show them now. I'm going to share part of this video right now. I'm sharing this video. I'm going to calm down so I can finish seeing some more of what's going on around here with y'all.
Now, many people use the word apartheid, and when they use that word, their brain computer jumps over to South Africa. And they say, we must do something about apartheid over there somewhere. But I advocate not using words that confuse the brain, but using words and phrases that clarify issues. Apartheid is a word that means white supremacy. It means that the 22 million Black people must be controlled by the 4 million people who classify themselves as white.
Now, speaking on schooling, some of y'all, the system got you thinking you're a minority. Now, you just heard them numbers she put out there. They numbers didn't grow overnight and they are the majority. The minority is controlling the majority? How? The unschool evolution is outside of the classroom. It's outside of promoting homeschool right now. Unschooling is just a whole mental evolution. It's for all of us. We are the majority. Now, this movie review and this PSA we're on today, this movie's called Party Gone Wrong. We right now are using this movie as a study tool. Get active, people. Get active. Some people have used this movie and other movies like it to see how easy they can get you. Oh, it happened. They got away with it. Oh, it happened. They went to jail. Okay, let's see and study that and see how we don't have to go to prison. These people in school too, they're studying us apparently. And parts of their study, apparently, they cannot get to the next level of what they trying to comprehend without our organs, without our parts. I have personally been numb a little bit lately in life. So if I'm coming off a little bit different to y'all, it's okay. I apparently don't care because I would come on here the same old joy for y'all. I don't care. I've been personally going through self-analysis. Some of y'all call it shadow work. Self-analysis. Unschooled. It's a whole evolution up in here. There was a day and time, speaking on hysterectomies, I had a hysterectomy. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I'm like, oh, I'm having this issue. Oh, y'all just got to cut it out. Solved? Okay, take it. Take out whatever you need to take out to solve this. Go ahead. I can't unknow things. Like what I know today about hysterectomies, I can't go back to the her I was probably 16 years ago when I signed all the paperwork. Yeah, what you need? Sign where? Take what? Okay, I don't use that, right? I don't use that body part. Matter of fact, what body part is that? Oh, okay, sign where? Okay, doctor, nurse. Okay, that nurse coming in the room. Okay, I sign here. And surgery's when? Okay. Okay, and I'll be off work how many days or weeks? Okay, I need a babysitter. I need school notices. My kids, I need a letter to their school. I gotta write the principal and their teachers. So they're gonna be out of school because they gotta be the babysitter. Now, while these creatures are studying us and taking our parts, I don't recall getting paid for my parts. When I go to AutoZone, I need a car part. I gotta pay for that car part. Right? Okay, I'm just me. If somebody else go to the auto store and you need a car part and you ain't got to pay for it, my phone number is 317-914-5667. My email right here. Contact me because I need that auto parts store because I need free parts too. Right now, as far as I'm going with everything, that's my piece right now. I got a straight attitude in life. No, I'm going to take my piece back right now. I'll pull that back off the table. So some of my other attitude in life that creates this numbness that y'all seeing today, because with all this knowledge I have these days, 16 years later, did a motherfucker come at me talking about they want this breast right here? Did they say that out loud to me? Talking about some cancer. Look, Tramp, Nurse Tramp, Dr. Tramp. I'm gonna hit up this deworming process. I'm good over here. That damn pain I came to y'all about actually, because people's all concerned. Joy, you need to go to see the Joy. You need to go to see the amongst us in this room right now. The treatment and healing I got from in here. This is my hospital, my care place in here. If you ain't got no care team that will support you in getting rid of some misdiagnoses like cancer, Because my idea is when Sharice asked where all these organs go, organs, parts, go on their goddamn table. And as I said before, I refuse to have my nipple being an appetizer on one of their goddamn plates. I refuse my breast to fund their next boat or island. So I'm keeping my parts together, right? Keep my parts. Because last time they took some parts from down in there, I don't know where. I didn't have no knowledge. Right now, I'm taking my parts with me wherever I go, wherever this avatar is at, these parts are going to be right here. So I'm not going. Heal thyself is what I've been knowing from I went to see them mugs at that damn hospital. Not going back to no hospital. So I need people quit telling me that because it ain't happened. Take your ass to the damn hospital. I'm going to stay here amongst my care team and also do my part to support them with their care. Speaking of which, I got this online store I'll be launching soon with some tinctures and some care products and all that stuff. Some I'm creating. Some also, there are other creators. They will have their products on the store. Yes, this is a commercial. Calm down. How you think we get the knowledge out there? You think we're supposed to keep it in-house? I just invited y'all to the care team. You don't be on the care team or not. You need some care or you don't. You don't take your ass on somewhere. Around here, we care team. Sometimes we sound like this because we get frustrated that we keep talking to y'all. We keep putting out broadcasts. We keep posting on Facebook. We keep making TikTok videos and y'all keep taking your ass to the damn hospital. We keep seeing you with your kids at the bus stop with their backpack on getting on the yellow bus. If you don't sit your short yellow bus society ass down and quit playing with our children, you gonna keep seeing and hearing this because I don't give no fucks no more. None. And again, Sharice is uploading this video to her platform tomorrow. I am going to gladly be on call and help her edit out all the Joy Ishram Karmic Dynasty Parental Advisory has been advised parts. That's my piece.
I'm just glad you was able to even speak your piece because I thought it was just me that was frustrated and upset about how things are going, like going blue in the face, that we're here for our community. We here for our tribe, for our nation. And yet our nation does not want to separate. Our nation is our people are so brainwashed.
They call it the short yellow bus society.
I'm trying my best not to do that now.
I'm going to do it.
Our people just think as others have told you all to think. And we need for you all to think for yourself. That's just it.
And I say that because us people, sometimes we need to learn how to shut the hell up because you're talking things you don't even know you're talking about. Now, I promote the short yellow bus because in promotion, that means I'm advertising something, and I ain't about to advertise no same old shit to you. I'm advertising this was new. You can call who you want to call retarded. You can call who you want to call disabled. You can laugh at who the hell you want to laugh at in life. I'm telling you, the short yellow bus is for y'all who put them backpacks on your kids and send them on that bus stop. Because soon as them kids go on that bus, your ass get in that short bus and take your ass to work. You get in that short yellow bus and take your ass to the damn parent-teacher conference. That yellow bus, that short yellow bus you used to, you know what? In conversation, we speak things up and talk things up. All them times growing up and or in life, you talked about who was retarded, who was disabled, who was crazy. You speaking that shit on yourself. Watch them words you speak on yourself. Now, I, at this time, am going to mute my mic because we know slow people is slow and they need time to compute what the hell I just said. And as soon as I get done, though, they about to load back up on that short yellow bus and go to the next stop.
Okay. And that's the blessing of having different scribes. You get different personalities, energies at all times. She makes me laugh. I gotta love her. And she mean what she's saying what she mean though. That's why I'm laughing, because she's adamant about what she's saying. She mean it. She's serious. She just chooses a different way to relate it to you than I relate it to you. That's all. That's all. I'm not going to hold you up much longer, because we do have more things that we have to get to this evening, as in schooling some other children as well as some adults. We're here for you. Please, if you get a chance, don't watch the movie for entertainment purposes, or any movie that you watch. Look at it for educational enlightenment. Look at it deeper than what's just on the surface. Look to see if it's telling you something directly in your face and you're avoiding it because you don't want to take that red pill. You want to just stick with the blue pill, quote, so to speak. You don't want to wake up from the dream. Sometimes you need to wake up while you're in the dream and be in that dream awake, so that you know how to function when you come out of that dream. I know that's going a little bit further than necessary. That's needed right now, though.
It's necessary.
As my scribe has said, it's necessary, We don't need to be asleep any longer. Get rest. Our minds are always moving and functioning, even when our body is at rest. So therefore, even when we're resting, we should be able to wake up and snap into action. Go out our day, because we've had enough time to contemplate and think on and meditate on our movements. We've been to another realm where we've seen what happened. So now we get the opportunity to change the outcome. Either we get the same outcome or we change it. And it's up to us to do that. I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak with you this afternoon, or this evening, this early evening, Joy. Karmic Dynasty has always been welcoming to me, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, on side of the scene. And this was something that she allowed me to bring to you all, because it's something that was laying on both of our hearts. So gratitude for everyone that has joined us this evening. If there's anyone that wants to get in touch with us, you can reach us at the Unschool Guide. You can reach out to us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. On Instagram, we are the three scribes. We three scribes. Please ask us questions. Reach out to us. Connect. We're here for the babies, and which would mean we're here for families. Yet if you don't reach out to us as much as we're reaching out to you, how do we know that you have anything for us and that we can provide something for you? I am Sharice Riedel. I appreciate your time this evening. Thank you so very much, Karmic Dynasty.
You're welcome.